Masechet Hullin Daf Sadi Haid Amud Aleph, fifth to last line. We've said prior that if something asur is cooked with something mutar, it become batel 1 in 60. Mar b'chiyah baraba mar b'yeshua ben lev mishum bar kapara kol isurin shebatara b'shishim. Like we just said, anything asur in Torah nullified 1 in 60. Okay, Amar Latana Rabbi Shmuel Bari Rav Yitzhak Rabbi Atal American. Do you really hold that it's 1 in 60? Hachi Amar Rabbi Asir Amar Mishum Mishum Kapara. Klusim Torah b'me'ah. You need 100 according to Spain. They both learn their halacha, 1 in 60, 1 in 100, from the same part. From what? The leg that is cooked for the Nazir's Qurban. The Kohen should take the bishela. Sounds like cooked. The leg. Tanabad says bishela, what it means bishela, the leg. And bishela ela leshlema means being fully cooked. I mean, not sorry, not cooked, but rather means whole, like bishela. Not bishela, bishela. Rabbi Shimon ben Yochai says no. Em bishela bishel l'mayil means literally like what it sounds like, cooked. Okay. Tekulam al bahadi ayil bevashela. Now everybody agrees that it's cooked together. This leg of the korban is cooked with the ram. Now, most of our Tanakama holds mehatech la bahadal mevashela. You cut it off from the ram and then you cook it with the rest of the ram. But most of our Rishon holds no. Mevashela bahadal mehatech. You cook it with the ram while it's tapped and then you cut it off. They have a different explanation, different opinion, different version. Everybody agrees that you cut it off first. Mihu more savar bahadal ayil mevashela. Some people say you cut it off and cook it with the rest of that same ram. But more savar b'kedera ahirat mevashela. Some people say no, you cook it separately in a different pot. Okay. Lishna kama aliba deliverakol, according to the first opinion, the first version rather, and according to everybody would agree. The Lishna vatra aliba in the second version, according to Rishon Bahai, that what? That the leg, which cannot be eaten by non-Kohanim, is cooked with the rest of the ram in the single pot, and it gives over the same flavor. And we see that what? Even though the rest of the ram is being able to be eaten by other people who are non-Kohanim, must be that what Manda Marshim holds 1 in 60. Things are better 1 in 60. We hold that this meat and bones of the leg gets weighed against the meat and bones of the ram. Therefore, it's a mixture of 1 in 60. That's why it's mutar to be eaten by non-Kohanim. Manda putting holds 100. You go meat versus meat. That's 1 in 60. You see? Both opinions learn the same opinion from the same source. 1 second. Do we learn the halacha from here? Fatan Red says, Zehu heter haba mechal isur. This is an heter that comes from an isur. Zehu mutema. What do you mean this is the explanation? Seemingly lavu to make this teaches you seemingly that no, you cannot learn from here other isurim. Seemingly this is the exception. Gemara says, no, that's teaching you regarding to the Yehuda. He holds generally that something mixed with his own item does not become batel. That over here it is batel, even though it's own kind. So generally he's saying no. We're saying that this is something where it becomes batel, even though Yehuda holds that if an item is being mixed with its own type, will not become batel, even though this ram being cooked by itself. This is the hiddush over here. It is batel. Okay, but look at me. We should learn from there. Yehuda should learn from there that things mixed by itself will become batel. The Gemara says, "Gali Rahmana v'lakach meidam apara meidam haseir." Torah learns from Basul that he takes from the bull and the blood of the goat, and that what make the bloods are mixed together, v'lebatle they don't become batel. Similarly, we see from there that things batel with itself, things mixed with itself will not become batel. Why would you learn from there that it's not become batel? Learn from here that it does become batel. Like why? You have one source each way. Why are you leaning that way? The Gemara says, Hidushu. The idea of the leg is a hidush. We can learn a hidush from the leg. Right? The idea that you can have something mutar mixed with something asur. The Gemara says, that's the case. It's a hidush. The if the whole leg idea is a hidush, then you can't learn that things are batel 1 in 60 or 1 in 100. The Gemara says, no. Atu anan lekula gamir. We're not learning a leniency. We're learning something strict. The hidush is not making us lenient. The Hiddush is making us strict. That what? That in order for something to become Batel, you need 1 in 60 instead of 1 in 3, like Batel Barof. Like you should have 1 to 3 ratio. Okay. Next, Rabban Rava says, Lo nisachel etam ve'ikar. The Braita that says that the ram is different is teaching you that the halacha is that the flavor is equal to the substance of the item, which means the food itself. And when it says flavor, it means taste. That what? The leg is special because we don't treat that the meat is different than the taste. That what? The bekochim asur. Regarding the kochim, the flavor or something is there, it's asur, more than the item itself. Kamash Fulan Dacha over here, we see, however, that even though the flavor is being spread all around the ram, it's mutar. We look at me now, okay, so that's the case. Let's learn from there, from the ram nazir, that the flavor of kochim should not become asur, should not make something asur. The Gemara says, no, we see by the hatat, kol asher yiga b'sara yikdash, whoever touches meat to be holy. Yod kamo to be holy like it. שאם פסלו תפסד became pasul, it will become pasul. אם כשרבס kasher תאכל כחמור שבה. It should be eaten with the stringency that comes with it. Like kosher kalim. Right is okay. Now, same concept as before. If you have one way to lean and you have another way to lean, why are you learning from? Why do you say to learn from Kochim that why don't you learn from Kochim instead of learning from the leg? The Gemara says Hidushu. The legs are Hidush. Maybe you can learn from else. The same thing. If that's the case, we're going to learn 1 to 60, 1 to 100. The Gemara says Atu Anan Lekula Hagaminan Lahumla Hagaminan Dimarat Patil. Same as before. That you're not being lenient if you're being strict, because otherwise you would think it should be Batel Barov. You said it before as well. I think I said this word. Maybe my Rabbeinu says a different answer. The ram is different because the place that was sliced. That what? In general, when you have something that's cut, that location is asur. Now we had this for the fetus that came out of the mother. The location of something that got cut is considered external from the item. The location of the slice of the animal, the stick out its leg from the mother, that location itself is also considered external versus internal. The achashed over here regarding the leg is mutar. Even the surface of that meat that was slaughtered by the leg is considered mutar for the non-Kohanim. Baruch Hanam, man, amen.